highlights channel of the Ranveer Show. This is TRS Clips. You know how we spoke about all these sadhanas in the last podcast?
Yep.
Now, say if you find your guru early on in life
Mm.
and you're very disciplined, you pass all your tests
Mm.
in one human lifetime, say you find it at around the age of 30.
Mm.
So from 30 to 70, 40 years of your life, you're practicing a lot.
Mm.
Do you have the potential to become greater than at least the lower deities?
Definitely. In fact, the deities are jealous. The deities wait for human body because only in human birth moksha can be experienced. Again, we are touching into another very sensitive podcast, which is beautiful. Yeah.
So the human body, mind,
There are stories now. Brahma is living in his 51st year, according to Kalpa and all. So time is even for gods, but in the human body is the potential to go beyond space and time, and that is that experience of that Brahman, the highest.
every single listener right now has the potential to go beyond at least the lower deities if they align themselves and
Of
if
course.
circumstances meet them.
Of course, that is what human body is given and birth is given. But we get so deluded in Maya that we forget the main goal of life. In fact, if your mind is very strong, nothing can touch you. And how will the mind become strong? Only through sadhana. What is mind strong? Emotional free, stress free, relaxed. And at one point of time, even the sadhana will dissolve because who's doing sadhana? Again, there is duality.
Okay. Wow, I never thought Indra. And which other gods did you name? The Indra. You said they're lower deities.
Indra, lower gods. There are many, many gods. But remember that no matter how gods are operating, you should be aware that everything comes from the same source.
Okay. Are there mantras specifically for Indra?
There are many mantras for every god.
And you invoke the lower deities through those mantras?
Yeah, for example, Arbhai, Arbhai, aap hi dekhoge na.
Hmm.
That is a mantra calling a yantra.
Why would someone call Indra the god?
Indra esoterically stands for many, many, many. I'm just giving a small aspect of Indra.
Sure.
And the lower gods, higher gods. There are many, many gods. So there's a loka which comes somewhere here. These are lower gods. Higher gods are here. So our goal is to reach here.
But why is Ganpati the lowest then?
No, Ganpati was a very lower god in the beginning. Ganapati is the lord of all Ganas. He was a lower god. He used to manage all Ganas of Shiv. You know, the Puranic stories are so beautiful. I wish that modern generation could understand what the rishis have given.
Okay.
But Ganpati is also worshipped as removing of all blockages, giving you knowledge. And that also happens when you worship him rightly. In fact, you see Ganesha, he has a trunk. It stands for the breath, the length of the breath. The Ganesha with the trunk right stands that Ganesha will give you spiritual benefits. When the Ganesha has a left trunk, it will give you material benefits. So such details are given, but we don't care basically because we are so self-absorbed in our ego.
Okay. Back to Indra.
Yes.
Why do people then summon Indra? For material benefits?
Yeah, Indra is just, imagine Indra is just a term. Let's name Indra for a lower deity. Example. Or
Sure.
let's name Bhavesh or Tom or anyone as a lower deity. Okay. We worship lower deities just to satisfy material desires. Our sexual desires, our emotional desires. And in return, there's an exchange of how karma works.
Could you explain that exchange a little?
They demand things in return. And most importantly, they suck away your spiritual life. There's a story, very interesting. This is, if people understand this, they understand how lower deities work. This man met a great guru, and the guru gave him a long process to reach enlightenment. And we humans want shortcut. Abhi kya abhi? Coffee bhi Insta coffee, Instagram everything Insta. He doing his sadhana got hold of a lower deity. Sadhana mein, how people do black magic and all. Pakad liya deity ko and then started praying. Now when he met the deity had a problem. Ask. He was asking for house. He got the house. Next, ask. Car, ask. So deity was asking. That deity or being or whatever. Deity means a wrong term. Sorry, not a deity, but entities. Let's call it entity. That entity was started asking. Now you have a wife. Now you want another wife. You want a car, another car. Asking. He was dying because whatever desires were getting satisfied, another devil. And later he came into panic. He went running to his guru, and he realized that the long path is the best path because experience comes. So he went, Guru, I completely surrender to you. You know what the Guru said? Ask him only for one thing. He heard everything from the Guru. He went to the deity and he told the deity, build a pole from earth till the highest loka. So the deity manifest kiya jaldi. Then he said that non-stop oil should be pouring on the pole. Then the deity did. And third, he said, now it's your duty to climb from top to bottom. He went free completely. That is the reason you need a Guru, because the Guru has gone through everything. There is no shortcut for enlightenment.
So he released that being
from the karma. Esoteric is, this is all karma, entanglement.
What was that being's past?
The entity?
Yeah.
Now we are jumping into another territory. There are many dimensions that we go through when we die. Garud Purana and many texts have made it very clear. It is a cooling period, it is a being period. Depending upon the quality of life that you're leading now, will also determine your death and your next life.
So it could have been a human with bad
choices. It
could
have been a human, it could have been an entity, it could have been a soul, how we talk in modern language, which I don't use it. But yeah, but again, everything is temporary. Your goal in life should be realize that this soul, this entity, this God is coming from one source. And my goal is to reach there. That should be the goal of that is moksha actually.
Okay. Coming back to this whole Indra conversation.
Yeah.
Kamdev is the love god.
Yes.
Is it a lower deity?
Yeah, see, these Puranic stories have meaning. Kamdev stands for lust. And even when Shiva punished him, he was again given a higher state of evolution. So Kamdev stands for lust. But if you fall in the category of unconditional love, then what is Kamdev? Who is a yogi? Bhagavad Gita says, a man who learns to see everything equally. An elephant, a dog eater, and a Brahmin all has one. If you love everyone equally and you see everyone equally, no Kamdev or no Indra can touch you.
Okay.
But in that state, you won't need anyone.
How do you and me know that Kal Bhairav is a higher deity?
Every deity can become a higher deity when you understand how to worship the deity.
Including the lower deities.
How do you your worship? Intention matters. Light, electricity, depends how I use it.
So when it says, listen, I will satisfy your wishes, all you have to wish for spiritual growth, nothing else.
Yeah. So we know few people who are into this, and all people go to him and they hold entities and they get the work done. And in return, sacrifices are given and everything is given. But in that, they don't realize that they suck away the life because everything is transactional. Now you're doing it with an agenda to help someone, but you also want some material benefits are satisfied, everything. But then karma will not leave you.
This is like jinns in Islam.
Jinns, yeah.
Same logic.
Many logic in jinns, in Hinduism, and everything. That is there.
In the Disney film Aladdin,
yeah,
like how they rub the lamp and the genie comes out, it's the same logic.
Same logic.
In the Disney film, they've not shown the trade-off for asking for those wishes.
Yeah.
There is a trade-off.
There is. They suck away your spiritual life. You're binded to karma. So never fidget. In fact, you come in the mountains when you come to Rishikesh, which you are going to come. We know people, pair of comes in that power. That is another thing. And that is actual deity coming and guiding you. And also they're so much in control, they will give you information only what is required. They also don't break barriers. And that is their sadhana.
Where does this black magic practitioner capture those beings from?
They don't capture, they communicate. They do sadhanas. In fact, there are a few sadhanas. For example, chanting a certain mantra for 1 lakh times, or Puracharan we call it. You will get occults. In fact, it is given in the text very clearly.
You'll get occult abilities.
Many different kinds. And in fact, there are methods given in the text to work up through your third eye crown, but no text is talking from third eye to crown. And in this, a lot of occult comes, but your intention matters.
So these are playlists made especially for you. We've tailor-made learning experiences for you on TRS Clips.